Hi, my name's Tim. I'm the co-founder of a performance marketing agency called Loop, and this is a testimonial for Alex Glenn from Partnerprograms. So I found Partnerprograms on LinkedIn. It has been an interesting challenge as the co-founder of an agency without prior agency experience. It has been interesting and difficult to find a reliable source of information on how to build and form partnerships and really how to leverage that channel to get the most value that I can out of those partner relationships. It has been difficult to know whether I'm doing it kind of correctly or not. I've needed to find information about what I should say on calls, like what kinds of partners I should be working with. That kind of fundamental information is what I was looking for. So Alex is very active on LinkedIn. He's clearly doing the work of growing the business and growing the relationships. So I did just start seeing it everywhere. It was just kind of popping up. At the time, I was looking for ways of kind of systematizing processes within my agency, and almost immediately I found someone within the partner programs who was a specialist in that. So I was able to do two things. One was learn more about how partner relationships work and how I should be leveraging that channel. And then secondly, also solve specific pain points and problems within my own business at the time. So it was immediately quite beneficial to me. It's been helpful to have a kind of centralized network of different agency professionals and tech partners. The tech relationships are quite important to me as a Shopify agency, as a performance marketer. Really a lot of what we do is implement technology and effectively use technology on behalf of clients. So having that direct line to different technology partners, being able to add value together and learn more about their solutions really has made a significant impact on my business. The education that I received from partner programs in learning how to manage and optimize those relationships has been very valuable to me, both from a financial standpoint and from just a general business standpoint. So that's my personal experience with partner programs. And now I want to speak a little about the opportunity that's on the table here. The way that I think about partnerships, partnerships are kind of like the APIs of a service-based business. So an API provides authentication, security, and a way of two disparate organizations kind of generating value together for a third party. And partnerships does the same thing for service-based kind of human businesses. So it provides an authentication layer, being that you have an initial meeting, you learn to trust each other, you come to an understanding on what positions you might share and where you might be able to create value together. And you then kind of take that to market and start creating things on top of each other. I think that this is a particularly underserved market within the whole services sector. Obviously, there's a lot of development work. There's a lot of investment and capital put into the technology layers, the APIs, different ways of connecting organizations programmatically. But there really isn't a commensurate investment in connecting organizations through the people who work within those organizations. And ultimately, that is the connection that you use to, even if you're using an API, that is the connection that you use to actually form a relationship and to create value together. So there is a lot of opportunity on the table for a company that helps optimize and develop those relationships. The other thing that I would say is that partnerships not only are a source of new incremental value for both sides of the relationship and the end consumer, but partnerships in and of themselves are a scalable and highly effective acquisition channel. The reality is that I get extremely high quality leads through my partner channel. I get them at a relatively predictable rate, and they come to me qualified and bought in because they came through someone who knows me and who trusts me already. Partner programs benefits from a first mover advantage in this space. There really isn't another network that is similar that I can think of that is adding value and specifically speaking to the relationship between tech partners and their agency implementation partners. So there's a first mover advantage there, and there's obviously very strong network effects because it is a network. There's also a secondary network effect that I would say is also important, which is that the network is specifically about how to network and how to add value between different organizations. So if the network is successful, it becomes more efficient and better at adding value over time. So there's kind of a force multiplier at play there that I think could become very effective in terms of both increasing the rate of growth and the total output of value from a system like partner programs. When I think about the opportunity, I think about the total addressable market as being every service provider who works with a technology provider, which is everyone. That's everyone who's in business. So there is a really, really significant market here. There's obviously a lot of ground to cover in terms of execution, in terms of scalability, but my experience with Alex and with Partner Programs as a channel has been that he is working effectively, has a lot of experience with network-based businesses, and is a good connector, does that thing where is able to see quickly how different people's businesses may be able to positively impact each other, and is building that knowledge into a scalable product. So my inkling is that this is a good investment that is going to grow and has potential to grow quite quickly and also generate pretty significant value. That's really my take on it. I'd be happy to talk more and if there are more questions, and it has been very useful to me, and appreciate your time. Thank you.